We shall see what is pointers, how are pointers used in C. Pointers are a special type of variables which holds addresses rather than values. So I said it's a special variable. So we know what are variables, right? Variable holds values. What type of values? The type it in which it has what type it is being declared, right? So if it is an int a, then a can hold any integer type value in it. Here pointer, we say it is a special variable. Why? Because it's not going to hold a value, it's going to hold the address. So what's an address? Address is nothing but a memory allocated to some variable, right? Say if I have int x and say 10, so x gets a location and 10 gets stored there, and say suppose this is stored at location 1010. Okay, this is the address of x, right? Address of x. So I am telling now pointer is a special variable which will not hold this primitive type of value. It's going to hold the address values in it. We'll see how we are going to use it. So syntax being data type, since it's a variable, it definitely should have a data type, because based on the data type the address is getting held. So here the variable name, what and all rules apply for identifiers for variable names, is applicable for pointer as well, because it is also a variable. So that variable name should be prefixed with this asterisk, that is the star asterisk symbol before the variable name. So this conveys to the compiler that this type of variable is a pointer type. Okay, so that's how we differentiate between a normal variable and a pointer variable. So example being like this. So star int star p. So you have declared a pointer variable. Now say I have another variable like this. Okay, let me not initialize, let me just read it and declare it. So x, so I said p can hold, now p is what type? Pointer type. Pointer will hold address. So why not I store the address of x in p and check. So how do I do that? So I initialize p equal to ampersand x. So this ampersand followed by a variable name we have seen in scanf statements, right? Why do we use that in scanf statements? Says that the input that is read from the user is being stored at that particular location, right? So to access the address of x, we use the ampersand, which is the address operator, right? So this is the address operator. Now we'll see when, say these are the sequence of statements in a program, say suppose. Let's see when it is executing what is happening internally. So coming to memory location, so this is a separate example, just ignore this. So I'll continue here. Star p is a pointer type variable which is of type integer. So p gets a location first. P is also a variable, so memory gets allotted to it. Say this is at location 2002. Okay. Next x. So x is, say suppose it's at some other location. Say it is at 1080. Okay. So when this is declared, p gets a location where it is stored at the address 2002. When x is declared, x get a location and it is stored at 1080. Now what's the next statement? You are assigning the address of x to p. You have to observe here, I am not using here star p, I am using only p, because just p can hold the address. I'll come to you next step. I'll come to that. So now we'll just finish this. So what is now stored in this P? It is stored the address of X. What is address of X? 1080. So that gets stored here. Okay, so this is what has happened internally when these three statements get executed. Now it is holding the address, but why you want a variable to store address of another variable? We'll see. So now these are the sequence of statements that I have. Say next I ask the user to enter an integer where you are reading it. Now in scanf we use, I'm actually trying to read integer which is X. Now X address is now stored where? In P. So here directly I can use P. So when I use P, so what happens here? The user, say suppose he enters 5. Enter an integer, 5 is entered. Where it should store? In P. Where is P? Means what is there in P? The address of X. So internally it moves to that address and store that 5 here. So here instead of directly using X or the address of X, we are going to store the value in that location through P. Okay, now it's not only that you're going to access the address with P, you can also access the value in that address. How is that possible? See, once you get access to something, you can easily use it, right? So once you have a key of a house, then you can easily use that house, right? So similarly here the address itself is being given to P, then obviously the location, means the value in that location, is also accessible by P. How? That is, say suppose I'm trying to print X is equal to, I'm going to print X value using P. So here the value, this is a placeholder to print the value that is the X is holding, right? So instead of using X here, I'm going to use star P. So the only P has the address, right? So this has the address and this points to value or has the value in that address, right? So here please observe, just P will hold the address of X, right? Through that P you are storing the value in that address, and with star P you are accessing the value here. So here we can also say star P is an alias to X. Okay, pointer is pointing to this location value and can access it through star P. So X or star P, that is in the here, if at all I'm not using pointer, what I'll be using here, I'll be using ampersand. So here I'll be using ampersand X, right? Here I would be using X. So keep in mind that P is equal to ampersand X and star P is equal to X itself. Okay, this is not a statement, I'm just telling they are equal. Okay, star P is equal to, so once you do of this, this is automatically done, so you need not again assign. So this is about pointers.